Oh, and so get started in 1 minute. If you'd like to lie over your blocks, you'll need a blanket and blocks today. Well, blocks for right now, and maybe for some other asanas. So grab those if you don't have them. And you can lie over your blocks just for the next minute or so. I have mine on the lowest and the middle height for my head. And then just bringing the soles of the feet together, allowing the arms to lie alongside the body, palms up. Just beginning to center and let everything outside your being fall away for the time. Welcome to the Oscar Public Library's Saturday morning yoga class. I'm Stacy. Awareness to your body. Close your eyes, go within. Notice where your body's connected to the floor. And blocks, if you are using blocks. And then begin to put your awareness on your breath. And then just a 3-part yogic breath, allowing the belly to expand, the lungs, and then the upper lungs. And exhaling in the reverse order, allowing the lungs to empty, and then the belly to empty. And now add the ujjayi element, so tighten up the back of the throat very gently. So that your breath makes a whooshing sound. That allow your exhalation to be longer than your inhalation. So you might inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 6 or maybe 8. Beginning to unify body, mind, and spirit with the breath. Take 3 more cycles of breath in this way. Exhaling longer than inhaling. And when you've completed your breath cycles, come up to sit in a comfortable position. You can sit on a folded blanket or just sit on your mat in easy pose. Sit up straight and feel yourself sitting. To move, starting with the warm-ups. Shoulder circles over the hips. And then reverse. Circling the other way. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One time up. Exhale to the side. Nice side bend stretch. Maintaining a deep breath. Letting the breath move the body, expanding the rib cage. Keeping both sits bones on the floor if you can. On the next exhale, float it over to the other side. Should feel wonderful on the side of the body, or maybe not so wonderful. That's okay too. Maybe you don't want to come so deep to start. And then come back up to sitting and stretch your shoulders up to your ears and release it with a sigh. Inhale up. Again. It's important that you sigh it out 2 more times. Good, and circle the shoulders up to the ears and back and down. I learned this week that the reason we sigh, and something that sighs do, is they actually activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So if you are stressed out, you can just take a deep breath in and sigh, and it will begin to release that fight, flight, freeze system and activate the parasympathetic, rest and digest. So look at that. A neat thing to be able to do so quickly with just a sigh. Relax the shoulders down. Breath here. Sense the shoulders. Sense the back sitting tall. Sense the hips. Good, and now bring the soles of the feet together. And instead of bringing them in as far as you can, let's straighten the legs out first, and then bring one leg in without using the hands, and then the other leg in, just to where they kind of meet naturally. And then we can bring our hands behind us to support the sitting here, and then slowly raise the knees up and lower them down. Up and down, butterfly wings. Coming back to the warming Ujjayi breath. Good, and release legs out in front, point and flex the toes. Good, turn the toes out and in towards each other. Warm up the hips. Tap the knees out. Bring the knees back into easy pose, but do so the non-habitual way. So put the leg in front that you usually don't put in front, and then take your twist. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind. Very gentle seated twist here. Not forcing anything, just coming to a spot where you feel a little bit of stretch. Nothing crazy. And then deepen your breath. And release and change sides. So you need a blanket today, and maybe you want a blocker today. Release the twist. Bring the legs out in front, and inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forward, and then slowly drop the arms down. Not coming too far, just till you feel stretch in the hamstrings, beginning. Hang out there for a couple of breaths. Good. And release your forward fold. Place the feet on the floor, coming up into your squat. Sitting on the block if you like. Bring the feet as wide apart as you need to. And bring the elbows to the insides of the knees. Drop the tailbone down. Inhale, lift the crown of the head. So it's pointing up. Just finding some ease here in your squat. Find a balance between ease and effort. And then notice the sensations on the back, the hips, the knees, the ankles. On your next exhale, let your hands come to the floor and send your hips up. Standing forward fold. Heel toe the feet until they're parallel underneath your hips. And walk your hands to the right, the outside of the right foot, back in front, and then over to the left side. And back in front. Place the left hand down and let the right hand float up towards the sky. Circle the wrist. One way and the other way. And lower it down. So the left hand up. Circle the wrist. And then reverse. Notice how your neck feels if you try to turn and look up at it. And then lower the hand down. Inhale, hands to the shins. Flat back. Press the crown of the head forward as you look down at the floor. Inhale, tap the floor with your hands and soften your knees. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Reach up high and then start to shift side to side. Dynamic stretching. And then shift it over to your helicopter twist. Let your arms flop around you. And then keep your gaze forward. So your neck is staying pretty steady and still while the rest of the spine down to the hips twists. Should feel good. If it doesn't, don't twist so far. Good, and slow that down, bring the feet a little closer together. Arms at your sides. Lateral flexion with some monkey hara. There's that sighing again, or kind of like a little bit of a forceful exhale here. Releasing tension and building a little bit of energy as well. And release, shake out the arms, shake them up high, shake them down low, shake them out to the sides. Shake those wrists. And then start to shake the legs. Swing the arms side to side, cross them over in front. Give yourself a quick hug. Hug yourself, lift the elbows, and then open up. And then the other way, and hug your evil twin. Lift the elbows. Move in any way that feels good. And then release, come into your mountain prep. Arms at your sides. Feet about hip widths apart. Find the balance over your feet. So you feel centered and you feel balanced. All your weight is not in your heels and all your weight is not in the balls of your toes. It's equally distributed throughout the feet. And now we're going to inhale, arms up, shoulder height. And exhale, arms up overhead. Now activate feet, legs, glutes, abdominals, pelvic floor, lift, supporting. Breathing in, taking the earth energy up through the earth into your legs and into your heart. And exhaling it out and up through fingertips to the sky. And then inhaling it back down. Sky energy in through the hands to the heart. And from the heart down through the feet to the earth. And you picture that line of energy from the center of the earth through you, all the way up to the sky, through the atmosphere of the earth, and beyond, grounding to earth, connecting to sky. Feeling the strength and the activation of all of the energy in your body waking up today. All of you showing up here on the mat. And now on the exhale, bring the hands together, interlace, temple mudra with the fingers. Take a breath in. Exhale, slide the hips to the left, bend to the right. Top shoulder stacked over bottom shoulder. Take a breath. Another breath. And exhale, press up. Pause here a moment. Notice the difference in one side of the body to the other. Take a breath in. Exhale, slide the hips to the right, then left. Return to Ujjayi. Starting to build a little heat. If you haven't already. One more breath here. Then exhale, press up. Deep breath in. Release the hands as you exhale. Allow the arms to float down to shoulder height, palms up. And turn the palms down and lower the rest of the way. Take a resting breath here and sense energy flow in the body. Now moving into strong pose, Utkatasana. You might want to bring your feet a little wider. Check to make sure the feet are parallel. Inhale the arms straight out in front, shoulder height. Exhale, begin to bend ankles, knees, hips. And sitting back, pretending you're going to sit in a chair and checking the weight distribution more over the heels so you could lift your toes and maintain your balance. Relax your toes down. Inhale, let the arms float up. Exhale, let them float down shoulder height. Inhale, float the arms up. If that feels okay for your shoulders, otherwise just keep them shoulder height, or you can even lower them down. One more time, up. And exhale, arms down to shoulder height. And now take that balance challenge if you like, and lift the heels and bring the weight into the balls of the toes. And turn to Ujjayi breath here. Pick a spot, focus your gaze. Feel the sensations in the thighs. And exhale, lower down, press up to stand, and finally lower the arms down to your sides. And take a breath here. Really sense the flow of energy of prana through the body. It's that sensation you feel. It can feel like heat, energy, vibration. Step the feet wide apart, preparing for Virabhadrasana 2. Point the right toes to the right side. And then turn your left toes at an angle, about 45 degrees. Check the line, the front foot heel. If you draw a line from that, it should meet the arch of the back foot. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Gaze out in front of your right fingertips, and as you exhale, start to bend your right knee. Make sure that knee points towards your little toe, out in that direction. Good, check back to make sure the back arm isn't drifting down and you got uneven arms. You want your arms to be shoulder height and level and active. Gazing out over the right fingertips. Bring your attention to your third chakra just above your navel, Manipura. You can see the color yellow. And the Bij mantra sound to activate the chakra is Rum. 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 Ujjayi breath. On an exhale, see if you can deepen the bend in the front leg a little bit more and hold here for another breath or two. And exhale to come out of the pose, straighten the front leg, point all the toes forward. Take a little resting breath here. Relax the shoulders down. And then turn the left toes out to the left side and the right toes at an angle. Check your alignment with the feet. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Gaze over the left fingertips, and on the exhale, start to bend the left knee. Check the directionality of that knee. Make sure it's turning out toward the pinky side. Gazing a little bit with fingertips. Ujjayi breath. This time opening the heart chakra. Center of the chest, the heart chakra. On a Hatha, the color is green. The Bij mantra sound is yum. Yum, yum, yum. You can take a round of Kapalabhati breaths or continue with Ujjayi. And then see if you can lower, deepen the bend a little bit more in the front leg. Strengthening the lower body, the hips. One more breath. And exhale. Press the leg to stand up. Shake the arms out. Heel toe the feet towards each other. Take a resting breath here. Sense the effects of Virabhadrasana 2, body, energy body, mental body, emotional body. whole energetic body. And then begin to shift your weight onto the left foot to come into Vrikshasana, tree pose. So you pick the spot that works for you. You can kickstand the foot, put it on the inside of your calf, below the knee or above the knee. And gently press the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Set your gaze, your drishti on the floor, a few feet in front of you. Let that knee turn out to the side as much as your knee and your hip will allow. Bring the palms together over the heart. Center here for a breath and then let the arms float up, reaching high to the sky. Practicing focus, concentration, equanimity. The winds blow the trees around, if the tree stands firmly rooted in the ground. Let's come out, exhaling, bringing the palms over the heart. And optional here to take warrior three, kicking the right foot back behind you, balancing, keeping both hips, the fronts of both hips pointing to the floor. Flex the toes. And exhaling, coming up. Take a resting breath. Sense the energy flow in the body. And when you're ready, begin to come into your Vrikshasana on the other side. Letting that knee turn out to the side as much as works for you. Palms together over the heart. Maybe grow your branches high to the sky. Return to Ujjayi breathing. Open the heart, soften the heart. Let the armor fall away. Let your guard down. Become fluid so that you can flow through life. So come out, bring the palms together over the heart. You can come right out, or you can shift into Uvira 3 on the other side. Continuing your balance challenge. Reach the left foot out behind you, flex the toes, press the heel back and away. And slowly come up and out and release the arms down. And take a mindful breath, scan the body, feel the energy flow. And then move, stretch, shake it out in any way that feels good to release tension. And we're going to come down onto the floor, onto all fours. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take a few rounds of cat-cow, drawing the navel up toward the spine, dropping the chin down for cat. Inhaling back to center and exhaling, dropping the belly down, bringing the gaze up and the hips up for cow pose. Move through this flow a few times on your own. Work with your breath. I really like to exhale on the cat and the cow and inhale to come back to table. That's what feels good to me, but you can discover what feels good to you. And then release your cat-cow, and we're going to come onto our backs by bringing one knee, so bringing one leg over the other leg, stacking the knees and then sitting back. And stretching the legs out in front. So we're going to do Ardha Sarvangasana here, half shoulder stand. I'm going to start in the seated staff pose. And then we're going to do some spinal rocking forward and back to come into the pose. So on one of the times you rock backwards, stay back. Drop the elbows to the floor and place the hands on the low back to support you. So this is half shoulder stand, so your body is in a 90-degree bend, the legs and the torso. So this should give your shoulders and your neck lots of space. You shouldn't feel any crunching in your neck. Your shoulders shouldn't feel too much stress either. If this doesn't work for you, you can simply come back down to the floor and put the block under your pelvis, under your sacrum, do the supported shoulder stand. So wherever you are, point and flex your toes. Reconnect to your breath. Circle the ankles. Stimulate the lymphatic drainage from your feet and legs. This is particularly good to do if you've been on your feet for a long time. The end of the day, the middle of the day. Really attend to the Ujjayi breath here. Or if you feel like you're too warm, you can just do the 3-part yogic breath. One more breath here. And as you exhale, you can start to slowly come out, dropping the legs down a little lower and rolling back down onto the floor. And press the feet down. Bring the knees into the chest and rock it up. So now we're going to need that blanket. Hopefully you have a blanket or a pillow that's not too thick. That would work too. So we're going to take our blanket and fold it like so. Fold it in half first, and then fold it in half again. Then you have sort of this rectangle shape. I'm going to put it down and fold that rectangle shape into thirds. So you have another longer rectangle. And you're going to set that on your mat, parallel with the short edge of your mat. Okay, like so. And then we're going to bring ourselves in front of that blanket. I'm going to roll down so that the blanket is underneath the lungs. It's underneath the rib cage. The head is on the mat. And then we can bring our arms on one side of the body. So it's going to be a modified fish pose, Matsyasana. So bring the legs straight down onto the mat and gently flex your toes. Once again, we're opening the heart here, softening, bringing spaciousness to the heart, the lungs, the whole chest cavity, the 4th chakra, Hatha. So we're releasing grief, sadness in this pose. Inviting a softening that will allow us to flow with life. Life is not static, everything changes. Peace is every step, peace is flowing with the river of life. So you can bring your palms together over your heart here and then point your fingers towards your sternum, the bone that is in the front of your chest, it's your breastbone. Tap on that sternum. It's the location of the thymus gland. So tapping on it stimulates and supports the immune system. If you pay close attention, you may feel a little vibration run through you when you do this. Again, picturing the color green and inviting love into your heart. Just considering love as an energy that is anything north of neutral. It's not just this one idea of, squishy, huggy, warm love. It's just any kind of care, any type of care. Inviting that into your heart and then bringing the tips of the fingers just in front of the throat, fifth chakra. The center of communication. The place from where you speak your truth. Color is light blue. The Beej mantra sound is hum. Hum, hum, hum. And then releasing your wrists by placing your thumbs right over your forehead, your sixth chakra, resting them there. The third eye. The color is indigo blue. The Beej mantra sound is Om. This is the center of your wisdom and your trust in yourself. Intuition. And now release the arms down by your sides. Bend one knee and then the other knee. And then take one knee and the other knee into your chest. Rock up. Feeling your blanket out of the way. And roll that down for Setu Bandhasana. Bring the feet close to the seat. Arms, palms down alongside the body. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press and lift the hips up so your heels are pressing down. Hips are lifting up. And you can hold here or you can, optional, take it a little deeper by bringing your hands together under the hips, interlacing the hands and then rock and roll your shoulders in, squeezing them a bit towards each other and lifting the hips a little higher to bridge pose. Returning to the Ujjayi breath and visualizing the energy moving through your body in a circular path, breathing in the earth energy through your feet and sending it up the legs, through the pelvis, to the heart, to the shoulders, the head, and then down the arms to the hands, back into the earth. So move through 3 more cycles of breath. Moving energy with the mind, with the breath. Keeping the legs strong and the shoulders strong. And on your last exhalation, release the hands if they're interlaced and slowly lower yourself back down. Let the back come fully down to the floor. Let the knees come apart and let the soles of the feet come together into your butterfly and your Baddha Konasana. Left hand on the belly, right hand on the heart. Supta Baddha Konasana. Reclined bound angle pose. Return to breath awareness. Relax yourself down. Gravity hold you. Feel the connection to the earth. Feel the subtle movement of energy through your body. And allow any thoughts, feelings, sensations to arise and pass away. On the exhale, bring the knees up and together. Bring one knee into the chest, then the other knee into the chest, and rock up. And now moving over to sit on your knees, and if this is not available to you because you have knee problems, you can sit on a block or you can sit in comfortable easy pose with your legs crossed, or you can sit on a chair, whatever works. So this is the diamond pose, also known as lightning pose, Bandha Vajrasana. It's an abdominal massage. So we're going to start on the right side. Make a fist with your left hand and bring that fist below the ribs on the right side. I should say on the inside of the ribs on the right side, lower right side. And then fold your right arm over the left. Right hand takes the left elbow. Sit up nice and tall and return to your Ujjayi breath. Close your eyes and sit here and upright for a moment. This pose has many benefits. Increases flexibility in the back, the thighs, and the hips. Tones and lengthens the spinal column. And deeply massages, oxygenates, and decongests the pancreas, liver, gallbladder, stomach, spleen, intestines, gonads, and bladder. It improves digestion and elimination and decreases constipation and gas. It helps relieve hemorrhoids or painful menses, prostate enlargement. And now if you have any painful conditions of the lower abdominal area, like irritable bowel or colitis, an ulcer, or if you have reflux or hiatal hernia, you're going to do this in sitting, so you're going to stay right where you are. That includes any endometriosis or ovarian cyst or uterine fibroid. Stay right here in sitting and just press gently into the abdomen with the left fist. If you have none of those precautions, you can optionally come forward, leaning over, pressing the crown of the head forward, so lengthening the spine as you gently make little movements with the left fist to massage the right side of the abdomen.
Ujjayi breath. On your next exhalation, you can slowly rise up. Straighten out your left fingers and massage upward, right along the line of your ribs until you reach the top, and then start to go leftward direction over to the right side. When you get to the top of your left ribs there, or I should say the bottom of your left ribs there, make a gentle fist with your right hand and bring that to the area above the hip bone, just on the inside of your left bottom rib. And then the left arm goes on top, the right. Deepen the breath. Ujjayi breath. Lengthen your exhalation. Stay here in sitting if you have any of the precautions. If you do not, you can fold forward, gently pressing the right hand into the left lower abdominal area. See if you can lengthen your spine, feel tall in your neck. One last long, deep Ujjayi breath here. And as you exhale, start to sit up. And then you want to bring yourself onto your stomach into the mat. Bring the forehead to the floor and the arms alongside your body. Take a deep resting breath. Now I'm going to take Navasana on both poses. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, lift the arms, lift the legs, lift the torso, and gaze straight ahead, balancing on your pelvic bone. Feeling the strength of your legs, your low back, your core, your upper back, and your shoulders lifting away from the floor. Energy pressing out through your fingertips, out through your toes, down through your pelvic bone, and straight up through the crown of your head. Bring your awareness to your second chakra, the sacral area. You're feeling the pubic bone press down into the earth as the rest of the body lifts high. Picture the color orange. This is the seed of your creativity, sensuality, sexuality. Bij mantra sound is bum. Lum, lum, lum. Ujjayi. One more breath here. And as you exhale, softly lower down, come to the forehead. And then turn to the cheek and release all effort. The body sink into the floor. And bring your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up. Come into Matsyendrasana, the seated spinal twist. So we're going to swing the legs forward, come into seated staff. And we'll start with the right leg. Bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Sit up nice and tall. Now you have two options here for your arm. You can swing your left arm around the right knee and hook your elbow over it, around it. Or a second option would be to bring the elbow to the right side of the knee, almost like a leverage. And the right arm plants behind your back, hand down on the floor. Sit nice and tall, and then take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, start your twist down at the base of the spine. Just slowly starting to turn at the hip area, then up at the waist, the ribs, and finally the neck and the head, using behind. Inhaling, lengthening your spine. Exhaling, feeling a softening in your twist. And to release, float the hand up off the floor. And as you exhale, sweep the arm around, out to the side and to the front. Lower the leg down. Take a moment, feel the difference from one side of the body to the other side. And then go ahead and move it to the other side. The left foot comes to the right, outside of the right knee. Right elbow wraps around left knee or hooks to the outside. Left hand plants down behind the back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, start to twist. Starting down low on the spine, moving up to the waist, ribs, shoulders, neck, and head. Deepen the breath. Noticing what it feels like for the breath to move through the body when you're in this posture. Now noticing if you're gripping or holding anywhere that you can soften and release. Maybe you're gripping in your thigh or your jaw. See if you can soften. And on your next exhale, release the hand from the floor and let it sweep around out to the side and forward. And lower your legs down. And now preparing for Shavasana. Grab a sweatshirt, blanket, your body temperature will drop in Shavasana. You can bring yourself in whatever position works for you. Traditional Shavasana is on your back, with your arms alongside your body, palms facing up. You can place blocks or a blanket under your thighs or your knees to take pressure off your low back. You can lie on your side. So notice the sensations of your body in Shavasana. And then gently squeeze your toes, your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, front and back. Squeeze your glutes, your low abdomen, middle abdomen, your back, lower, middle, and upper back, your chest. Squeeze. Squeeze your shoulders, your upper arms, your forearms. Make fists with your hands and squeeze all the muscles below your neck. Squeeze. Squeeze, and then shut your jaw tight. Clench it. Shut your eyes tight. Squeeze. Scrunch up your whole face and squeeze all of the muscles in your body. Squeeze, 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 and release. And let go. The muscles, release your bones and let your bones be heavy. Sink down into the floor. Become aware of the earth supporting you. And now allowing this time to rest in Shavasana. You've done all of the work. Release all effort. Allow your mind to be open and free. Gently begin to deepen your breath. And to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Maybe take a whole body stretch. That feels wonderful, bringing your arms up over your head, stretching your feet, hands away from each other. And when you're ready, gently rolling on your side and pausing there for a breath, maintaining your quality of relaxation as you make your way into a comfortable seated position. I wanted to share some words from the well-known yoga teacher, Cindy Lee. She sent out an email this week. Hello, yogis and meditators. More than ever right now, I think we are all feeling our connection to each other. When times are tough, we reach out. When times are easy, we forget how much we need each other. I am grateful to Anya, my friend and student in Warsaw, for this reminder. Last week, she sent this email. How do you take a breath facing war next door? How do you practice and stay mindful? Yes, what else are we practicing for but these times? Anya writes that thousands are coming to Poland and they all need shoes. Many have frostbite. The residents of Poland are taking blankets from their homes to cover people sleeping in train stations. They are bringing their Russian neighbors into their homes, feeding and caring for them. She says, we are not tired yet, but these are grassroots efforts and we need help. So she sent a link and I'll share that with you where you can help if you like. She says, I'm grateful to Anya for reminding us of our shared humanity, our shared sadness, and our capacity to care for each other no matter what. Her final request. My dear ones, we need the support of Sangha more than before. We need your intentions and prayers. I need to know you are taking the breath for us now. Can you hold space for us? Can you maintain your inner peace for us? Please focus on gratitude for your safe life and express your love for dear ones. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning for yoga. Thank you for your practice and your presence. Have a great day and a great week. Namaste.
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stacy. Have a great day.
Bye.
Have a great
Thank
day.
you, Stacy.
So much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy.